5 seconds. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. I have no idea why. There we go. Cool. Very, very, very excited for tonight. We did have to run things a little bit later. I'm going to have everybody mute just for a second because I'm still hearing an echo from somebody. And it's gone. Yeah. So super excited for tonight. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, for those that do not... I'm skipping parts. Let me try again. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our beautiful crew, the illustrious, effervescent, Unearthed Arcanum. Everybody take a look at your camera. Go ahead and unmute. Take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Super, as I said, super excited for tonight. So I'm going to try to breeze through the introduction as much as possible. For those that have no idea what this is. Hi, we are a D&D live play stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's late, it's crazy. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Living, existing, and having the big major boss fight in the same world, the beautiful homebrew world of Imea. So welcome. Hope you enjoy your time with us. Real quick, the only announcements I have is consistently talking about our drop-in, drop-out campaign, which is our Humblewood campaign. Where the heck is the flyer? There we go. So for this month of May and in June, every Saturday for what's left of May, and most Saturdays in June, we are going to be running Humblewood, Silk and Sunder as our drop-in, drop-out campaign. So this is, for those that don't know, Humblewood is just an opportunity for those that enjoy D&D to be able to play a version of D&D as woodland creatures of the land and or sky in a more kind of like zanier, lighter game that we've been, I think we're going to be starting session 3 tomorrow. So super excited for that. I know we've had a couple people that are returning and some newcomers, 2 of which are here. I think Clinton and Evan, you guys are both going to be joining for that. So yeah, so I do not remember if we are full up for this week, but we definitely aren't for the week following that. So if you're interested in checking that out, please do so. You can do so at going to startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. If you're watching this on YouTube, it is in the video description below. You can also see that in the live chat as I am putting it in the live chat. And look at this, we already got people, just Brandon, but we got people jumping in the chat already. So super excited. So please check that out. Drop in, drop out campaign means that you can jump in for a single session, or you can jump in for multiple sessions, take a break, come back, play through all of them throughout the whole campaign. It is completely up to you. And then lastly, if you are interested in getting more involved, getting closer with the family and all that stuff, the best way to do so would be to like, subscribe, and follow not only here on whatever you're watching this, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, but also on our social medias, our Instagram and our TikTok, which you can see just below. Oh, now I'm the one that got it wrong. Just below here, right there. Please check that out. We got some behind the scenes stuff, some of our favorite clips of things. We are desperately trying to get more of that content up on there, but if you would join that, it would help us out a great deal. But if you don't want to, if you just want to watch, that's totally cool too. I'm cool with that. Let's see, I think that's it. Anything I skipped, gang? I feel like I skipped something big and I cannot remember. Okay. All right, cool. Well, before we jump into tonight, which is going to be very interesting and exciting. Before we jump into tonight, I'm going to have Dan give us the recap of where we left off with Unearthed Arcanum. Dan, take it away.
So, last time we left off, this is sometime in the future,
don't know if we're alive or dead yet, but what happened was we decided to find our way to a drinking hole in the heights to plan our next moves before Al would have his big meeting with Marion. And last minute, that's when he gets a message from, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but the man who is taking on the face of Yanshai. Last minute gives us a message, or gives Al a message. Never mind, plans have changed. This is after Gwen and the rest of us. Gwen also took some magical cocaine coffee, and
let's just say fantasy drugs for the viewers.
Fantasy drug yes. Coffee. And had her thinking very, very on point with the thoughts. We managed to bribe the barkeep and to get the guards to look the other way when they start looking for our friend Nilani, who is still a wanted fugitive. Fast forward, then we basically come across a carriage that's rushing outside, and so I end up sending Callisto out to follow this said carriage, not really able to figure out what's going on. We decide that it's a good idea to keep Callisto trailing the carriage as we decide to follow suit with the same plan. So we have the inn's proprietor get us a carriage and end up following close behind, but not too close as to be seen. And Callisto somehow goes unrecognized throughout this entire thing. Then, once the carriage actually makes it to its destination, I end up relaying to the group roughly where it is. We start to kind of scope it out. In the meantime, this carriage happened to be housed by none other than Kara and Hadrian, who are heading off to this meeting. Once they enter this meeting, they are greeted by Melody, Marion, and one of her oldest, the person who basically taught her all the tricks she knows in her line of work of thievery, or ex-line of work of thievery. In the meantime, while we're investigating this place, Al detects good and evil and notices there's 3 Fae in this area. One of which happens to be Melody. Another, a Fae woman we don't know the name of. And the other one, I think her name was Serena? Shireen? Seraphina. I was close. While we end up doing more eavesdropping, little man asks me if he can go ahead and take a look up top. He does, and there was already a guard there, so things are about to get dicey. The next thing that I'm nearly drawing a blank on, but I remembered. Turns out Melody had been essentially keeping Hadrian under her thumb magically this entire time, and essentially planned to use him as her method of cutting her own little slice of the pie in Daresworth and material plane. Knowing that he's been played as well as Kara, they're in right a bit of a pickle there. I think that basically gets the gist of it. If anyone else wants to chime in, they can.
Anything we missed, gang? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Cool. Give me 1 second. There's one other thing I need to grab. You know what? We'll just start with this. And let's do that. You guys hearing that music?
Little bit.
I hear it.
Oh, that's fine. We could just actually just go right into the music. That's fine. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and switch stuff over here. Good Lord. There we go. You guys hearing that, right? Sweet. All right. Cool. You guys are quiet. I like it.
We're fine.
We're
We're
Everything's
totally fine.
We're totally fine. Don't worry. Not worried at all.
Read over our character sheets for the 10th time in a row. What do I have?
Right.
I remembered right now I was going to make a flow chart earlier and I did not make one.
All good.
Fine.
All
It's
good.
good. It's fine.
All right. Well, you guys ready to see it?
Yes.
Yes. Been waiting all week. Let's go.
Okay. So, as we look at the cathedral in the heights, we have figures that are sitting atop at this moment. We have Yori, and then we have another
That's sick
figure.
looking, dude.
Thank you. We have Yori, and then we have another figure who is notably at this time not someone that Yori recognizes. For the rest of you all, you guys are all kind of in this back corner, right by pretty much where my head is. So we'll handle that when we come to it. But let's also just take a look inside.
Fucking amazing. That's so fucking cool.
This is so fucking cool, bro. Oh my god.
I'm in
Thanks,
love
Katie.
with this.
So, I think if we switch this, it'll be a little bit easier to see. Yeah. As we look at the cathedral itself, we see smack dab in the center, both as far as miniatures go, both Siobhan and the mask portraying as Carter. We see a figure that is currently being held to the wall. Actually, I got a thing for them. Being restrained to the wall is Hadrian, the star-crossed lover from former days and future days. Who knows? We'll see. Across is the venerable, the figure that was introduced at first as just Melody, the fiance of our dear Hadrian. Who has now sprouted wings, grown a golden mask affixed to her face, and you see next to her a mace-like scepter that has a rose growing out of the top of it. Next to her, we see Marion. Actually, I'll kind of point these people out just so that I make sure. I can move this camera over a little bit. All right, so next to her, and I'll zoom in. Just try my best here. Okay, cool. That's as close as we're getting here. So we see Melody right there. Standing next to her, just minding his own beeswax, is Marion, kind of like taking a step aside while this whole battle is about to begin. On either side of Melody are two figures that have also sprouted wings, one of which is, to a major surprise to Kara, is Seraphina, a friend, confidant, mortal enemy of the past, some mixture of the three. And we also see the artificer that has clearly found himself to be just in a... I'm trying to think of the words for it. Basically, it feels betrayed. As we see our darling Francis. Right. Am I? Oh, it's going. The smoke. Oh, my pointer thing just died. Incredible. It's the guy in the blue jacket. All right, cool. Anyone I'm... Oh, yeah, we're missing Asher. Which
Asher, Yonshai, and Aiden.
Yes. Where is Aiden?
And technically the guy from the Crystal Concord, but I don't think he's going to do much.
Yeah, he's here, but not...
Be a sleeper agent. You don't know.
We could say that
I
about
think the
Marion
corner's
too. He's
shitting
not going to do
himself.
much, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Marion is definitely on the board. So Yonshai will be Yonshai, whom we know as a party, is actually Cameron. We don't have a mini for Yonshai, but we do have a mini for Cameron. It's right there.
And Asher.
Yes. And so Asher, for the mini in there, he looks very, very similar to Dante in a lot of ways. So we're just going to use the Dante mini for that.
Seraphina's son.
Oh, yeah. He's over here. Yeah, he's hanging out behind the wall. Cool. And there are the folks. So I did ask you guys to all send your initiative in. I have not put that in yet. So I'll do it in a second. I'm also going to lower this. That smoke really fills up this room really quickly, so be careful. All right, cool. So let me collect those initiatives. Actually, Clinton, if you can see, or if anyone, if you can just name it off for me real quick, that would actually make things a lot easier for me. That worked really well last time.
Hadrian, 21. Kara, 19. Gwen, 19. Yori, 18.
Slow down,
Nalani,
just for a second. Give me after Gwen again.
Yori, 18.
Okay.
Nalani, 17.
Wow, guys.
Alistair, 17.
Wow.
Io, 13.
Okay. Solid rolls, gang. Nice work. Cool. I need to roll a couple things for myself here. And put them on the list. And actually, I'll do that first. Any questions while I'm getting this down? Because we're going to... This is obviously an important one, so I want to make sure you guys feel confident as much as possible.
At the start, or I guess at the end of last time, I said Kara is like backed up against the wall where Hadrian's restrained, so like within 5 feet.
Okay, cool.
Guarding him, so she's facing in front of him, like between him and Melody.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll put you there, but we'll say that you're 5 feet from Hadrian.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for these guys individually. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, very good. That's very good. Okay, and then who's okay. All right, I'm gonna put them in. I have a couple stat blocks I do have to pull up, but Hadrian is going first. So to basically just make sure that we're fully being clear and setting the scene, everybody is outside of the building except for Kara and the NPCs that are here. Yori is on the roof. The rest of you are going to be in this back corner right here. Kara, what you see is Melody kind of standing in the middle of this cathedral. I did have like pews and things like that, but I just for simplicity's sake, I didn't put them in here. They are in here, so there's going to be certain points where like there might be like sort of like it won't affect anything mechanically, but it would make more sense on like a fail and things like that. Yeah, I think everything else I pretty much explained. Francis looks mad. I think we established that last session. It doesn't look like Francis is going to be sitting this out. Cool. Awesome. So as Hadrian is going to actually be controlled by Kiki. What is Hadrian doing?
What conditions are affecting him right now?
It's a good question, actually, because it's the top of the round. This is a little weird. Last time I just described it as just like being restrained, like in the thin air against the wall. He actually has these weird sort of like dark brownish sort of, but almost like has like a black sort of tinge to it, as like maybe just like a black smoke that's kind of coming off of it. That is holding him to the wall, and at the top of his turn, two of the branches themselves seem to sprout out thorns and hit Hadrian for 7 points of damage. Thank you for asking.
But still didn't answer what condition it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, condition wise, I just wanted to give pause for that part. Condition wise, Hadrian is restrained.
Okay. So it'd take an action to get out of this, or is there no way to get out of this? Is there a save at the end of his turn?
You're not sure at this point right now, but
Okay.
I would say, yeah, an action to get out would be an athletics check.
Okay. I think his eyes start to glow a little bit amber, and his voice takes on a strange kind of resonance to it. And he says, "I'm not your pet anymore, and neither is she," as he casts Intellect Fortress on him and Kara at 4th level for his
Nice.
action. Also granting Kara a Bardic Inspiration for his
Awesome.
action and bonus action. And he can't
Love it.
move, so that's it.
Cool. Go ahead and because I know this is going to be something we're going to have to address here in a minute. Anyways, you go ahead and read off Intellect Fortress for us.
Yep. Where'd it go? So for the duration, resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws for 1 hour.
What was the first part again? I'm sorry.
Resistance to psychic damage.
Cool.
And advantage on
the
intel,
saving
wisdom, and charisma. Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Cool. Good start. Actually, ironically, Kara is up next.
I thought Melody would be a lot closer by now.
Yep. You could delay your turn if you wanted. You know what to do.
If I hold my turn until she gets close, would I still get sneak attack on my turn because she moves within 5 feet of me and an ally? Or sneak attack only on your turn? It's not like a held action addition.
Sneak attack is on a turn. Does not necessarily need to be your turn. Okay. So there's some fun stuff that you can do with that. So as long as the parameters of sneak attack are still in play when you are attacking, that you would still get that effect.
I'm gonna loop kind of to the other side of Hadrian so that she has to move within 5 feet of him to hit me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna save my action until she comes. No, because she might go on the other side of him. I'm gonna stay directly in front of him so that if he's on any side of her, I can still hit her when she comes within 5 feet of us.
Cool, you got it. I will say actually, so one thing I think I wanted you to roll anyways, but on the top of Kara's turn, go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
23.
Okay, cool. So with the 23, you get the idea that that there's a good chance that Melody is not going to move herself closer to you. You're not sure about the other ones, but you get the feeling that Melody seems to be waiting for you to approach.
Okay. Then I'll steady aim shoot her with a crossbow instead. Channel Divinity for my Radiant Strike, because I'm doing steady aim. Does a 24 hit?
I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me just make absolutely certain here.
If that doesn't hit, we're screwed, guys.
Yeah, I'd say assume it hits here as I'm getting the rest. Sorry, gang.
I'll roll the damage anyway. It's going to take me a minute to add it all up.
Cool.
So as she shoots the crossbow, the shadows kind of gather around her and twine up on the crossbow bolt as it shoots forward with her Radiant Strike, and that's 29 points of damage.
Nice, cool. Yes, that hits.
Okay. Yeah.
29 points of damage?
I rolled really good.
Wow. You didn't add sneak attack to that, right? Because I'm trying to think.
Yes, that is sneak attack. Because I did steady aim, so I added sneak attack.
Oh, cool. Nice. Sweet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, great. Yeah, you just, as you send that crossbow bolt off, and you see the wings are just kind of finishing sprouting at this point, as you see just all of a sudden you see her kind of just catch it right in the shoulder. You see her she has this golden mask on now, and you see her just kind of but you can still see her mouth as you see her kind of wince and pull it out. Very cool. Anything else?
Does she drop concentration on whatever she's doing to Hadrian?
You rolled a 23. Roll me a perception check.
I'm not so good at that. That's not great. That's a 5.
Okay. She does not drop concentration.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right.
I'm going to move. How far is she? 5, 10, 15. I'm going to move about 10 feet forward so I can still use my reaction.
Cool.
To defend Hadrian if I need to.
You said so 10 feet forward.
Yeah.
In front of Francis.
Francis. How does he
Cool.
look? You said he's pissed at who, though?
I'll carry over that insight check. He's pissed on the situation. As you see him kind of approach you, he does not look like he seems approachable to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he doesn't seem like he's on your side. Anything else on Kara's turn?
No. That's it.
Cool. Alrighty. Sweet. So it is now going to be Gwyn's turn. Let me just check one quick thing here, just to make sure I got stuff set up that it should be. Okay, cool. All right, Gwyn, it is your turn. Gwyn, I would like you to roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. First, though, I think we ended last session with Gwen actually looking through Hewson's eyes right now. So she's blind and deaf to her own surroundings.
Where was Hewson?
With Yori.
Right, on top of Yori's head. Got it. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Then I don't think you would do a perception check. You see there is a figure across the way. That's what we're missing. We're missing the atmosphere. It is storming out here.
Yes, it is.
So let's get that stormy sound. Cool. You see you see that from Houston's perspective, you see like really heavy orange hair follicles as Yori or as Houston is on top of Yori's head. But also looking across, you see a woman, dark skin, is actually pulling out this long kind of katana, looking like she's about to strike at Yori on the roof.
All right, so Gwen would say she'd come back to her own senses, say really quickly, someone's on the roof with Yori, not friendly.
Cool.
And then I guess I see and hear whatever else I see and hear around me at this point.
Yes. I would say I still don't think you would get a perception check because it's the idea of like this would be in the middle of your turn there.
Makes sense.
So you're just addressing the group. At this point, correct me if I'm wrong, there was something that last session that told you guys there was definitely something going on in there. Or like you have information in there.
Faye moved forward quickly. That was
it.
He just sensed the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I do not think is enough. Gwen, I would allow you to roll a perception check as an action. Do you have any ideas of what Gwen would do in this situation?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, is probably without really knowing what's going on inside, knowing Yori is likely in trouble up on the roof, would definitely do a perception check, either looking for a quick way up, whatever else is going on, just in general. So
That I can tell you straight up. If you're looking just for a way up, there is a ladder that is along the side.
that's right. I remember there was that.
I'm
Yeah,
really annoyed
but yeah,
with this
just
laser pointers.
I'll use my action to do a perception check. That's good.
I thought it was just like a series of handholds or something like that, because it was specifically like, oh, it looks climbable.
Right.
I'll climb it.
Yeah, no,
But
no
still, like-
perception check required to see where Yori went up. Is what I'm saying. So you don't have to. You don't have to do an action for that. Do you get what I'm saying, Gwen?
I do, yes, but I'll do it for the rest of what's
For
going
everything
on.
else.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And Yori's not in trouble. This person on the roof is in trouble.
That's true. That's true. Correct. Perception, thank goodness for advantage. 14.
14.
It's pretty good for me, Joe.
I'll roll for it.
I am tuned in on everything right now. I see the particles of the universe.
I think what you hear is some sort of beginning of exclamation that Alistair is about to mention that that there are fey creatures in there, and so you're hearing the beginning of that conversation, then also so just like the sound of a crossbow bolt hitting something.
Cool. I think she would say
You also hear battle music.
yes. It's just coming from somewhere.
Yeah. But
I
it's
think
muffled
she would.
because it's behind the wall. It's all muffled.
Then I think she'd finish her turn by saying, I think we need to get inside. Yori will be fine.
Cool. You got
Inside or up?
Some trust.
Inside or
Trust?
up.
Yeah. And then
You do have movement, so I'd say a free action to kind of like address this with everybody, and because I assume Gwen is asking, do I go inside or do I go up? Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Can't hold movement, can you?
Where are they on the map?
Yeah, you can.
You can. Okay, then I'll hold movement.
They're on this back corner. Jeez, they're on.
We're not.
This back.
I don't think we're physically on the map yet, but
Yeah, you're like as far as in reference to Yori and this. Obviously, this so keep in mind for anybody who's just jumping in now. This is the same building, just two different takes. This is right here. On this thing is about where you guys are at, right in the corner here.
and then I will.
I think you can only hold movement in the form of a dash action.
That's what I was just
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a free action to say that, so you guys can respond of like what, like if Gwen was asking the party where to go,
Yeah.
Anybody?
which would be right now just Io and Nalani, because I think Clinton's in and out here.
So
I'm trying. Sorry.
No, you're good.
you're good. Inside or up?
We cannot hear you, Dan. You're muted.
Let's go in.
All right. Then I will head to a door? Question mark.
So the only door, I think you guys said like last time, it's like we'll just take the back door. There is no back door here. So the only way out, the only way in is through that front door.
Cool.
From
Are there
what you can
windows?
see. Yes, there are. There are
Like
stained
stained
glass
glass
windows. Hmm. Now, none of them are like level with the ground. They're all extended up.
How high up?
Mm-hmm.
No, how high?
Oh,
say?
I would say about 15 feet.
15 feet? Okay. Well, I'll start moving towards the front of the building anyway, because that will be either where the windows are or where the door is.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. What is Gwen's movement?
30.
love the wind sound.
Thanks.
Cool.
So there is where Gwyn is right now.
Okey-doke.
It's about halfway. All right.
And that's my
Cool.
turn.
You got it. You're up.
All right. Quick question: Is the roof like aligned? It's not like flipped around or anything like that. Where I am would be above, I guess the front entrance. Like if you put the roof on, it's hard to say.
So you're here.
Right.
Right. So in reference of what's happening down below, you would be right above the Harpy Queen.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just that it wasn't flipped or something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I guess that makes sense from how you put it on. Never mind. Anyway, brains.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yori's gonna start. I think I'm gonna move up to her. Move up to them. Was it a woman or?
Yeah, it seems seemingly female.
Yeah. So you're really just gonna attack a little kid? I'm just a little, and then I'm gonna use Giant's Might and turn large.
Okay, good.
I considered the size for the roof, but he's 12 feet. He's we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see there's weight requirements, and I'm a grappler, so contested athletics.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Okay. She'll be using acrobatics to try to flip out of this.
That's right. Yeah, you can do either.
Cool. Okay. Math is hard. 24.
Okay. I'll try a second time for my second attack.
You got it.
Not great. 14.
Same thing.
Yeah, so then she doesn't get grappled, because with grapple, the idea is that on a tie, the state stays the same.
No, sorry. She rolled the same as what she rolled.
She rolled the
before.
same. She rolled a 24 again. Okay, then that's that's definitely not grappled. She's slippery.
Yeah, so she sees you get big, and like go to grab, and she immediately pulls out the sword to kind of like wrap around your arm and squeeze through. So now she's just underneath your arm at this point.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. Bonus action. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. Oh my gosh, what the heck is her name? I cannot remember her name right now. But it is actually her turn next. As she is dodging out of your grapple. No, this is.
Oh no, her name. Okay, yeah.
Okay. She maneuvers around your grapple, and she takes out her sword and is going to try to stab it through your armor. Yeah. Okay. So the first attack misses as you I think just slam your arm down to kind of block it out of the way. The next one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Six. Oh, isn't that good of a roll? You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. As the blade slides in, I think there's a little bit of scraping across the armor that creates a little sparks of flame that she can see kind of go into the armor a little bit.
Nice.
And Yori just says, "It's not the first time I bled today."
Cool. Can you say test for me real quick?
Yeah, test.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Sweet. Yeah. You feel that pierce underneath the armor, and she sees the yeah, she sees the fire kind of go in. She hears you yell that, and she's just like she's looking right up at you now at this point. She's going, what the fuck are you? And that's her turn.
I'm
You
Yori.
can respond if you want. Yeah, I'm Yori. Okay. Nalani, it is your turn.
Nalani, having heard Io say go to the front door, is going to perception. He heard Gwen also say Yori's on the roof being attacked, so he's going to perceive whether he can hear anything from the roof.
Okay. What are you trying to glean as far as like more information than what's been told?
Is he actually fighting? I guess he'll yell. He'll yell to the roof. Yori, you got that handled up there?
Oh,
You
I get what
okay?
you're saying. Oh, yeah, Yori, you could respond.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'm good.
Kara, roll me a perception check. I know it's not your turn, but I want to see if you catch that.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's a 22.
Yeah, you hear, you got that handled, and you hear a tiny little Yori voice yelling back down, "Yep, I'm good." As you
Above
you just
me?
look straight up. Also, because I did promise that there was going to be a spot for this. There absolutely is a stained glass window here. It is right here.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I could kind of see it, and yeah.
Yep.
Also, I think, yeah, when Yori gets bigger, he doesn't get like a lower voice. He just has his voice, but louder. It's just Yori's voice, but louder.
I like it. Incredible. Cool. So yeah, Nalani, you hear that?
So Nalani is going to take his action to move up with Gwen. 35 feet. He's going to use
Okay.
and he is going to hold his dash. If Io goes past him, he will follow Io.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Sweet. Anything else for Nalani?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right. So, back inside. Okay. Kara. Actually, I don't know if this is true. Hold on. Okay, cool. Kara, roll me a Constitution saving throw, and you have advantage, I believe, from Intellect Fortress. As you
Not
hear
on con saves.
non-con saves, okay. As you hear Melody shout out at you.
It's con.
It is Con.
I'm gonna use a bardic.
Okay.
Bardic brings me to a dirty
Bardic
20.
Bardic from Hadrian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A dirty 20.
With the bardic, yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. You hear her shout out to you, and you can actually hear the voice kind of starts out as a shout, and is that loud, but then all of a sudden just kind of comes into your head, and it's just like just sounds like naturally spoken, as she says to you, I forget. Can you tell me what was Carter's position when he died? And you feel like a heavy sort of torment kind of like falls like a crown on your head as you feel it kind of like almost like it pierces through your skin for a moment. But please tell me, you can respond in this moment as your a dirty 20 does break that, what the spell was that she cast. Yeah, what do you say in response?
You said it was a con saving throw, right?
It was a con saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
It was a big throw too. That was well worth it.
Mask is there, right?
Yes.
Still looks like Carter.
Yes.
She's gonna look over at him. I think that comforts her for a second, just seeing him there. And she's gonna look back at Melody and just say, I'm not afraid of you. And whatever you say, know that I had two great loves in this life, and you couldn't even manage one.
Nice. You, yeah, I think that's what the 2 equals. You hear Marion just chuckle slightly at that. He found that funny. Incredible. Great. Yeah, she's not happy that did not work. I'm gonna say... Yeah, I'm going to say that ends her turn right now. She looks to her other 2 harpies next to her and just says to them, "You know what to do." And that's it. It is now ironically, it is now Marion's turn. Marion takes this opportunity to chuckle. It is now Alistair's turn.
Okay. Sorry, I've been in and out here, so I will say some things and you tell me if I'm wrong. Gwen and Nilani are currently behind you, I believe, running towards the front of the building. Io has not gone yet. And Yori is up on the roof fighting something, but we don't know what. Am I right in all those things?
Yes, you are.
And then there is a stained glass window that is 15 feet up high, so we can't easily reach it on the side of the building, correct?
Correct.
Is there a ledge underneath or on that window that looks like someone could stand on it?
It would be difficult. I would say there's a save for that to not fall, because it is a. I would say the ledge itself. I'd say it's. I'll tell you straight up. It is a. I'd say probably like a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Right, and that would be easier if there wasn't a window there. We're saying with the window there.
Oh. Yeah, with the window there, saving throw. If there wasn't a window there, yeah, you assume there's the same amount on the other side. The same amount of room.
I am going to start hopping along, rushing as quickly as I can on my cane towards Nolani and Gwen. And as I get close, I'm going to yell at Nolani, I'm going to need your eyes. And you're going to...
Give me a second, see if he comes back.
Nolani's gonna resist him poking out my eyes.
Go ahead and roll a saving throw to... roll a con saving throw.
That's a 2.
2's not going to do it. You lose both your eyes.
That sucks.
He did say in the chat that he was going to vortex warp Nolani to the window.
To the window. Okay. To the window or through the window? That's
It
the
says
question.
vortex warp Nolani to the window. Just do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, just do that. Got it.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
He's back. He's back.
Throw Nolani with the vortex warp right at the window. That's what's happening.
Throw him through or onto the ledge?
Onto the ledge. He can break the window if he wants to.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, easy enough. I mean, Nolani, you can resist if you want to, but you don't have eyes, so Clint, you missed that. we made Mitch roll a con saving throw to see if Alistair takes out Nolani's eyes successfully.
And it did? Fantastic.
And he did. He rolled a natural 2, so yeah. Nolani, you good with that?
Yep.
You got it. Give me a. It's actually no. It's. I wouldn't think it would be a saving there. It'd be an acrobatics check to kind of stand there, right?
Yep. That's a 16 plus 8.
Yeah, you're great. You're great. Cool. Where are you? Oh, you're over here. Which is right where I'm at. Sorry, you're right there. See ya? There you are. Should probably shift this camera over a little bit. Which one is this?
Can he use his held dash action to throw himself through the window?
Said he was waiting for Io. So that's what we're waiting on. Cool. Alistair, and your movement speed towards the front door.
Yeah, and then actually I'm going to go ahead and pull out my pocket watch, click it, which is going to double my speed regardless, without having to use an action.
Cool.
So I'm going to take another 30 feet towards the front door.
So the pocket watch isn't an action to cast haste?
It is bonus action.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bonus action.
And Vortex Warp is an action.
Action, yes.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, so you're bonus actioning haste with the pocket watch from your current vantage point, and so now your movement is how much?
I'd be another 30 feet.
Yeah, so how much? 60 feet?
Yeah, 60 feet in total if you haven't moved me at all, yes.
Don't make me do any math at all, ever, no math.
I apologize. If I have not moved at all yet, then it's 60 feet. I have no visual right now, so.
want to be a DM, but I don't want to do any math.
That's right. Well, I got enough math as it is over on my side, sir.
You don't want any extra math.
I actually absolutely hate math. Is my least favorite part of this job.
For the blinded player that you have, where does that end up putting me?
You are actually directly on the front corner of the building. So you're from the door, you have another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 before you're in the building.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can't do anything with the other action that I have, so we're good.
Okay.
Turns all over.
Do you have...
I think you can use it to dash. Hasted action to dash if you wanted to.
You cannot. Hasted action has a very specific set of things that you can do.
Attack or spell?
Nope, it's attack pretty much. It's only the attack options, so grapple, push, melee weapon attack. Joe let me get off a cantrip one time, but that I don't know if that's staying. But no, I can't dash with it.
Yeah, I think also because it's Alistair, I'm going to say any sort of like acceptance to the rule, it would not be movement. So yeah.
No, you can dash.
Heard.
That action can be used. Oh no, is the stopwatch different? Because haste can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. So dash is in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to use it to do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
You got it.
If Joe will let me switch that out for a cantrip, I'll be happy.
You want to cast a cantrip instead? Yes.
I cannot do it right now. I'm sorry. This is a whole other thing. My turn is over. Let's move on.
All right. Wow. What a confusing turn
I'm
of events.
frustrated.
Great.
I can't see what's
Let's
going.
go, Alistair.
Hey, speaking of frustrated, Cameron, otherwise known as Yanshai, sees Hadrian wrapped on thorns around the wall, and just looks around and goes like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. And you see him just drop disguise self. I'm so mad that only... Well, actually, Nalani, roll me a perception check.
That is a very high, a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, they dirty 20. Only Nalani and Kara can see this as far as the party's concerned. You see Cameron drops disguise self. Cameron is on essentially like for this sort of like concept here. He's basically on stilts. He's on like I think like maybe like I can't remember how tall Yanshai is, but like essentially like a foot or longer stilts. Actually takes off these large these large bull horns that he has had fastened to his head. Just rips them off, takes out a sword, and charges in. When you guys were talking in chat of like, how is he doing that? And I had to respond, it's much stupider than you think. It's so much stupider.
Oh,
Sometimes
happy
the
right
simplest
now.
He was undercover for like years, apparently. So
Hey, yeah. Hey, viewers, he was full Donnie Brascoing for I think at least 2 years, is what we know. But yeah, goes to...
This makes the whole Gwen and Yanshai getting their horns stuck together so much more ridiculous.
He's gonna have sustained neck
he must have been like
muscles
holding
wearing
on to
those
one of them,
horns
making
for
sure it didn't fall
2 years.
off.
Anyone else would have seen right through it, let's just be real.
Yeah. It's going to dash. Ironically, this is going to work without there being any sort of response here on this. Actually, no, she's going to spend a legendary action as he's moving. I'm calling it. I think that makes sense here for this, because it's NPC on NPC anyways. So as he is running, he is going to have to make a Constitution. No, charisma saving throw. That's a natural 18. Kara, give me another perception check to see if you catch what the heck is going on. Or actually, I'm going to say it's Arcana. Hell yeah.
That's a 13. I have a +0.
Okay. 13, you do see... you hear this weird sort of like high-pitched sort of sound like someone is singing, and you see these vines seem to break through, like knocking over one of the pews, and comes up out of the ground, and you see him he's able to just with he is actually just consistently just kind of like running through it. He didn't like acrobatics away. He just happened to keep going instead of stopping. Mechanically, he just made a saving throw. I know that's confusing, but it'll make sense in a little bit. Cool. Just runs up and goes to attack. The Harpy Queen twice. First attack misses. Second attack hits.
Kara's like, I don't know who this is, but fuck yeah, I guess.
Fuck what? Yeah, all right. I guess so. Yanshai's a pawn. Okay. Does 14 points of damage. Is that right? That can't be right. Yeah, no, that's right. Cool. To the Harpy Queen, slicing. First one misses. The second one seems to catch her right in the wing. She had already. There's already been a legendary action cast. Cool. So that that happens. Just slices in. You see her. You see her like kind of exclaim in pain from her wing being slashed, and looking down at Cameron, just going, I don't even know who the fuck you are. As we just got a lot of that going around.
The room collectively is like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? Actually, yeah, I don't think there's a single person in this room that would know who that guy is, which is great. Great. Cool. So that is the end of Cameron's turn. It is now Io's turn.
So yeah, Io would have basically been like, yeah, Nene, if you want to go in before me, that's totally fine. As he is going to go ahead and use his full movement to, actually no, shit. Let's go ahead and dash, to make our way as close to the entrance as possible.
You got it. As soon as Io runs by you, Nalani, you can use that movement. I would say because there is a stained glass window in front of you, I will say your movement here would probably end up just being an action instead to break the window. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How far is Io gonna get?
So 60 feet, basically where Alistair is.
Yeah, he is not gonna he's not gonna break the glass. He's going to keep his eyes on Io and stay right where he is.
Okay, you got it. Sounds good.
And I think that will be my turn, because with my bonus action, not terribly much I'm planning on doing just yet.
Okay, cool. Let's bring this down here so we can see everything. There we go. All right, great. It is now the Harpies' turn. One of them is going to fly towards Siobhan. And is going to make 2 attacks. Ooh. First one misses, second one's a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh god.
Wait. Well, hold on. I have something.
Go for it.
One second.
Please do.
Let me. Hadrian's gonna use his reaction to spend a luck point to cause the attacker to re-roll that d20.
Okay. Cool. Tell me how Hadrian's does that as I reroll this.
I think he just says, keep your hands off of her.
Hell yeah. I like it. Cool. Does a 17 hit?
No, because I'm wearing his coat.
Nice. That's awesome.
The AC is now 18.
Cool. So we see the harpy kind of like flies in. This is the we'll call this brunette harpy and blonde harpy. Or you could say Seraphina. Seraphina is the other harpy. But the brunette one comes up, goes to try to claw at you. First one completely misses. The second one looks like it's about to strike in your face as you hear that sort of like bellow kind of comes out from Hadrian, and you see I think the other harpy kind of just like so dumb looks at Hadrian all kind of like tied up and yelling that, and just seems to get distracted. He doesn't have his coat on, and I think his shirt is just like, like it's like a very low like button up, like he only, like, you know what I mean, you get what I'm saying. Charisma is what I'm saying.
They didn't button up all the way after the carriage.
Right, exactly, yes. So funny to have a harpy just being distracted by that. Cool, yeah, so the second one misses. And that is cool. That's going to be it for the harpy's turn. The other one is going to stay where. So Seraphine, the blonde one, is going to stay where she is. It is now both Aiden's turn and Asher's turn. I'm going to say let's have Dan roll me a d20, please.
7 on the d20.
Okay, you got it. You see Asher kind of like look left, look right, literally just like kind of like biting his nails, and doesn't take an action. It's just has no idea what to do here. Aiden also doesn't take an action because he, like his father, just enjoying the show for now. We are back to the top of the order, which is Hadrian.
Francis?
Oh, I completely forgot about Francis. I knew I forgot about something. I'm going to say Francis was biding his time now. I think there's a moment of like he was annoyed with the situation, and just decided he was gonna wait to try to kind of figure things out.
Okay. Where would he have gone in the initiative?
Yeah, I'll give you that. He would have gone right after Gwyn.
Okay. Oh. So I know he's not favorable towards Kara. From Hadrian's perspective, Francis was like, they grew up together, they're best friends. What vibe is he getting from his lifelong buddy?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm going to say it's hard to tell without Hadrian saying something. that make sense? Hadrian's not Kara, so I don't think he's going to have that same like natural sort of like I'm just going to watch and then respond to what I see.
Hadrian's going to call out to him then on his turn and say, Francis, you are my brother, and I don't know what they've done to you or promised you. But fight by my side like we have our whole lives. They don't get to dictate what the fuck we do with our lives.
As Hadrian is yelling that, you see Francis looking at his friend, his boss, stuck to the wall. Looks at the Harpy Queen, who still very much looks like Melody. I'm sorry, friend. Like you, I have to play with the winning hand. And you see him take out his pocket watch and starts to point it in both Hadrian and Siobhan's direction, or Kara's direction.
Okay. And he says, well then let me show you the winning hand. As he looks at Melody for unsettling words. So she's going to take a 7 off of her next saving throw.
Okay.
And
I think,
he's gonna
is unsettling
cast-
words a reaction?
Is it a bonus action? I thought it was a bonus action. I might be wrong. No, it's a bonus action. A
I'm
bonus action
confusing it.
is
I'm confusing it with something else, and then I'm
Cutting
sorry.
words is what you're thinking of.
Yes.
So she takes 7 off of her next saving throw.
Okay.
And he's just going to reach out his hand, and you see a mote of shadow shoot out as he casts Psychic Lance. So she has to make an intelligence saving throw. -7.
Okay. Nice. Cool. Also, Hadrian does take 8 points of damage at the top of his turn.
Okay.
Okay. Intelligence saving. Oh. Yep. Okay. That's a nat 1.
Okay. Ooh. Does anything special happen with the nat 1?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. It's really good.
At least not mechanically.
15, 18, 24, 28, 30 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Right.
I don't know if it does something else. I'm reading the whole spell.
It incapacitates her.
Okay, yeah, she's incapacitated until the start of his next turn.
What's the name of the spell again?
Raluthim's Psychic Lance.
Oh, Psychic Lance. Okay. Nice. That's great. That's really good. Okay, cool. Awesome. You hear her just like kind of like screaming, just no. Oof. And you see both the other Harpies seem to kind of turn in her direction at that. Seeing their queen being affected by that.
That was his action and bonus action, so.
Okay. It is now Kara's turn.
Uh-huh. It looks
Kara,
like-
give me a Constitution saving throw. Or sorry, excuse me, a Charisma saving throw. Thank you. I'm going to mark that down.
Do, 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 do. 19. Thank God for advantage.
19. Good job.
Okay.
I will say this just to kind of give you all the information here. So 19 just saves here. You hear the sound of cracking as another vine seems to kind of come up from the ground and goes to wrap around your foot. And I'm going to say with this, it does wrap around your foot. And you hear something. You hear a voice, but you can't really make out the words. And you, I think, like for Kara, like you choose to like I know this is something that's going to be bad for me. So you're trying to kind of like shut whatever this voice is out of your head. And you see the vine just kind of like goes back down, just kind of goes back down to the ground.
I know we've only gotten 2 hits on her, or 3 hits. Those are pretty good hits. How does Melody look?
Those are pretty good hits. She is looking. She's not bloodied, I'll tell you that. But she looks affected. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
Also, as Kara, in the idea of like understanding what the heck Hadrian just did, give me an Arcana check.
Fucking hate Arcana. Where's Alistair? I got a 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no luck there with that. Cool. Please continue.
Okay, so if I'm next to Cameron, is Hadrian still within 30 feet of me?
Yes, absolutely.
So I can still use my reaction if needed. Okay. Bonus action, Misty Step next to Cameron.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Ooh. I have advantage well, I think I have advantage anyways, but well, I have advantage because she's incapacitated, right?
She's incapacitated, yes.
Let's go. That's not I rolled a d12 and a d20. That's a natural 20.
A natural 20? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Wow. How do you do that? How's the math?
How do you do that? How do you do that? So max damage plus the roll.
Max damage of every single dice that would have been rolled.
Yes. Now, one thing I'm going to say, I'm going to ask you actually real quick. Mm-hmm. And I hate to ask you this. Was that your first die you rolled or your second? Or did you roll them both at the same time?
That was my second.
So I apologize. Incapacitated does not grant advantage on an attack.
What if I Misty stepped behind her, so I had flanking with Cameron?
I like it.
Okay. Okay. Give me a minute.
Good thinking.
Okay.
Nice.
She needs to make a Constitution saving throw, or she'll be poisoned while I do all this dice rolling. So it's... So that's 72 points of damage.
Jesus. Just to check in, is any of that poison damage?
One of those dice was.
One of the dice is.
Poison
Okay.
damage. Yeah.
Go ahead and
1d6s.
unless
One
you've
of the-
chosen specifically what it is.
I'll just roll a d6 because
Yeah.
that's 76 I'm picking from, so I'll just take that off. So that's 2 off. So that's 70 points of normal. Well, 70 points of sneak attack and piercing damage, and then 2 points of poison.
Okay. She is immune to. I'm sorry, I should have said this before we rolled. She's immune to poison damage and the poison condition because if there is a
Okay.
plus
the 6 for the dice that would have been rolled for poison is off too. So that's 72 minus 8, which is
64.
Thank you.
64.
64. So 64 points of damage.
Good lord. Okay. Give me a second here. Wow.
Fucking shit.
Yeah. 37. Okay, she just went from hurt to bloodied hard, and then some. She is not looking great.
Okay, so where I am now, I can't see where Seraphina is.
Yes.
Am
let
I
me
next
move
to
you.
her? Am I within 5 feet of her right now?
You are not within 5 feet of her. You're
Okay.
within 10 feet of
So
her.
I'm gonna just skirt back around so that I can move back next to Cameron and not get an opportunity attack and still put Hadrian within the 30 feet because I still have my
Okay.
movement left.
You got it.
And as I do so, I'm gonna
yeah,
look
please.
at Francis and be like, "You're the one who taught me. You should recognize the winning side."
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
God, I wish Hadrian was rolling this. It's not horrible. That's a 16.
16? Oh my god, guys. This is making... Okay. I'll say this. Man,
Appear behind Melody, stabs the blade through her stomach, so they just see it come out the other side, and then she rips it out and spins around the other side of Melody, and it's just looking at Francis right now.
you got it. And if that incapacitated, there's nothing she can do there. That was incredible. I think you do see Marion just kind of like giving like a very like affirmative like nod, like impressive. You see you say that to Francis, and Francis just kind of looks at you, and you can tell. So first off, he had the pocket watch pointing now just at Hadrian, and just kind of like looks back at you. And I most definitely did not teach you that. And you see him pull the pocket watch back to his hand right now. So he's now back to indecision here. So yeah, fuck yeah, that was great. That was amazing. Incredible. Wow. Gwen, you are up.
Well, I think I have to use my movement and action dash, and I think I can get to the front door.
Yeah.
I think that's just about 60.
60's gonna actually get you in
And assuming it's unlocked, because for
It's
some reason
open.
it's open. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will go in and just look around.
You got it.
I don't know
yeah.
if I would go all the way in. I might stand at the door trying to use a little bit of it for cover.
Okay.
Like I don't know if the doors open out or in. Or how they open.
Doors open out.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're able to use them for cover. Does that make sense? Because you'd be
that's fine.
you wouldn't you're either choosing to see or to have cover by the door.
Yeah, so I will go in.
Yeah. What you see from your vantage point is you see Hadrian locked against the wall with these vines that seem to be kind of like now at this point like seeming to kind of like smother him a little bit. You can see just as like choking him a little bit. You see you see like up in the corner and like the behind the painted glass you can see that like the general sort of vantage point of Delani, who gives you a little wave. You see a figure yeah, I mean you see there's a bunch of there's 3 harpies in here. I'm gonna say for Gwen, like being like switching over to wizard class, like that sort of thing. I think you just like you get it. Like I also think harpies would be something that would be interesting to Gwen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see those 3 harpies, and you see that you see Kara, so like flaming red hair, attacking a harpy that seems to have a gold mask and also red hair.
Okay. I think Gwen is just going to say, sorry, I heard the party from all the way up the street, and I really hate to miss a party. And that's all I can do. I don't have a bonus action.
I think just from someone in the we'll say
If can I
think
see
it.
her?
Yeah,
Or
I
am I
think
too
you do.
focused on what's going on up there?
I think you see her. You see her as I think. Man, who's gonna? I think one of the harpy that you don't know, the brunette like harpy, is just looking around going, "Can someone tell me what who the fuck these people are?"
I'm just gonna say, kill the harpies.
Even with the mask on, is anything about the woman that Kara is facing off against familiar, even in her harpy form at all?
Not with the mask on,
Okay,
I think.
cool. So yeah, that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay, you got it. All right, it is Francis' turn. Man, the indecision of these NPCs right now. Okay, cool. Okay. Please hold. Okay, you see him put the pocket watch away. Oh, fuck it, and takes out his like brass knuckle daggers, and goes to basically sucker punch the harpy that is right in front of him.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say he has advantage on this roll because the harpies didn't expect that. Yeah, that definitely hits. I'm gonna say Gwyn because I know most of your turn was dashing. If you could roll me, please. So that's a hit. If you could roll me, please, 1d4. Plus some d6s. 3d6.
10. 16.
16. And this is on Brunette. 16 points of damage. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, as it just seems to collide, you hear this like weird sort of like can't help letting out this weird sort of like squawking sound as the harpy just gets punched in the back of the head. And that's let's see. Bonus action spells. And he's gonna just because he doesn't have anything else that he's gonna be worrying about right now. He's just gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on himself. So give himself a little more movement. But he'll stay there for now. So that is Francis's turn. Is now Yori's turn as we come back to the top of the roof.
All right. Let's run it back. Let's do another contested athletics check. Let's go. I'm going to use the armor this time, and I'm going to use 2 charges. So that will give me a +6. And we'll see how it goes. Let's fucking go. God fucking damn it.
What'd you get?
17.
I also got a 17.
But, the only thing I could say to that is, can I use charge? I don't think I really can use the charges after, because I still have 1 charge left that could give me another +3.
I'll allow it. If you want to expend that, I'll allow it, because that's so close.
I'll expend all the points then, because there's 7 and I only need 5, so we'll just do all back to 0.
You got it.
Yeah, so then that's +3, so grappled.
You got it. Yeah, you see her like kind of come back up with her hand again, and this time you just have that, or like her weapon again, and then you just have a massive hand come and grab her arm.
Nice. All right. So, yeah. I'm gonna attempt to throw her. So which is just basically the same thing. Another contested athletics check. We'll see how that goes.
You got it.
Hopefully it goes better this time. 25. Not that she can't beat it. She seems to have pretty, a lot of acrobatics.
Right. Nope, she doesn't.
Let's just get thrown right into that stained glass window then.
Thrown into the window?
I can throw 6 squares at this size.
You got it.
Yeah, with the ability. So, yep, just thrown right at the window.
Incredible. Great. Yeah. You throw her through the window. I'm gonna say, go ahead and roll me 2d6 for the window.
Okay. That's just 3.
Okay. So she takes 3 points of damage. Quinn, you saw this woman, so you know who it is. She takes 3 points of damage. She is going to cast Slow Fall is a reaction, right? Yeah. She's going to cast Slow Fall on her descent. You see her just kind of like drop down to the ground as, and she does that like hero's landing, coming down to the ground as glass kind of just shatters and falls all around her.
Is she like right next to me? Amazing.
Not facing you, though. I'll say that.
Cool.
She doesn't seem to know you're here right now. Well, she doesn't know anything about this. Well, yeah, this room has changed a lot since she was in here. Okay, nice. So that is anything else on Yori's turn?
Yeah, he's gonna follow after her. So he's gonna run, and he's gonna shrink back to his normal size.
Okay, okay, good.
Yeah, as he runs through the window.
I have to make you at least do a check.
Yeah, what?
But not for normal Yori size.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, 'cause he's, yeah. He's gonna stay, so he's gonna jump through the window, yeah, and stay flying in the air at that point at his normal size, and he's just gonna look around and just, fuck, who? He just yells out.
You
The
got it.
ones with wings, not you.
Not
The
this one
one.
down here. Does anybody know her?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah. Fair enough. And yeah, that's it. That's wait. Did I do a bonus action? No, I didn't. So after he goes in, he's going to take his gauntlet, scratch one last line into a rune on his wrist, and use the hill rune, which gives me resistance for the next minute against piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea. As you see, the woman that was on the roof that is now not on the roof, like doesn't waste any time. Has that slow fall because I believe it's her turn now. Let me just check, make sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she goes after me. I think.
She like drops her katana, pulls out a crossbow she has, and goes and fires at you. First one I think is a miss, and the second one is a. Second one is a 17 to hit.
That hits, yeah. Armor class 17.
Okay. Cool. All right. You only take 4 points of damage, so half to 2.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say because that's so low, I'm not gonna have you roll like anything to like sustain your flying or whatever.
Okay.
You do take that hit, but I think it's just like it kind of like hits like right in the ankle, as you're maintaining your space. And now, how high up do you think you are? So like, what did we say that how high this roof was last time?
Yeah, that I
It
don't
was
remember.
Super high. It was something like
60.
60 feet.
I think it was 60.
60 sounds right. Yeah. So from 60, how far down do you drop, Yori?
To 30. I think he like
30.
jumps in, lets himself drop for 20 feet, opens his wings, and then slows down until he's about 30 feet over there. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, hell of a turn. That's great.
I got to throw somebody through a stained glass. Like my night is good. That's success.
Yep. Incredible. Cool. Siobhan, did you yell something to Gwen?
Yeah. I guess I don't know. They're the Harpies. The chicks with wings.
Yeah, I think
Chicks
that's
with
what you said
wings.
to Yori. So
To Yori.
yeah.
Sorry, to Gwen, did you say anything?
I thought I yelled to Gwen too.
Yeah, I thought you did too. Okay, cool.
I think you specifically said harpies with that one. You said like get the
Yeah.
harpies or something. Yeah.
I don't know if she knows what a harpy is, but
Oh, wait. Gwen? Gwen definitely knows what Harpy is. Oh,
no,
yeah.
Kara.
Yeah,
like,
got it. Cool. That makes sense.
But you know the
cool.
slang harpy for just women who are just kind of like
Yeah,
mean.
I'm
not-
not.
Yeah,
You just call them
I was
harpy.
just going to say,
Yeah, these
Gwen
harpies.
probably looked that term up when she was like 6 after numerous men called her mom that. And she.
Well, so
But the,
Not
funny,
question.
the funny thing
the-
for Kara though is she just saw. Who's the last person she saw with wings just appear out of their back? Probably Grian. So she's like, they're like Grian.
But I feel like you might say Harpy just because you're like, yeah, the whore over there. Like you're meaning that. All right. Anyways.
Succubus.
Cool. Nalani, it is your turn.
How much of this have I seen through the stained glass window? Of the last turn since I've been on the ledge. How much?
I'll say give me a perception check, but like truly DC 10.
That's an 11.
Yeah, you got it. You saw everything.
I will jump through the stained glass window, like
Cool.
laid out, firing an arrow at Marion.
Are you just jumping through?
Yes.
Okay.
Why Marion?
Not Marion, sorry. The girl, the harpy in the middle.
The Harpy. You got it.
Oh, the brunette.
Melody, sorry.
That Harpy. Okay.
Too many M names.
Yeah.
You are a superhero.
And I feel like I should have advantage.
That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the idea of someone just jumping through a window. And there's the movie magic version, and there's the reality version in my head, as knowing how dangerous it is to just bust
Oh,
through
I'll
glass.
take the damage. I'll take the
Okay.
damage.
All right. Yeah.
I assume there would be damage.
I'll have it because you know you're going
Just so
through.
you can calculate, I'm going to be shooting 4 arrows and landing on the floor.
You got
I'm
it.
going to attempt to shoot 4 arrows before I hit the ground. So I'll take the
Fuck
damage for the
yes.
glass and damage for the fall.
Yes. Incredible. I like that a lot. That
so
is
good.
cool. Also, I rolled 1d6 instead of 2d6, and I rolled a 1, so you take 1 piercing damage. Take that, Nalani.
Ouch. So do I have advantage on this first arrow?
Is it a surprise thing?
I kind of feel like it would be a surprise.
You were technically hidden.
Yeah, I'll roll for it. Because you weren't
thought I
hidden.
was dead.
You weren't. Yeah. You weren't hidden. You were behind a stained glass window. So,
Oh, so they could- yeah.
if Nalani can see in, then they could see Nalani. But Nalani's also 15 feet up. So I think it's enough to kind of question. No, the first one you do not get advantage on.
That's fine. How close is Kara to Melody?
I'm next to her, right next
yeah.
to her, 5 feet.
That's gonna be bad for you.
Also, Cameron is.
Yeah, there's 2 allies right next to her.
Whom you do know.
Yeah, Cameron need know.
Okay, so that's fine. I will go through the window, and my first shot will be at Melody.
You got it.
And
Are you
so you're
doing-
gonna see a flash of blue as it's a magic arrow. I rolled a 14 on the die, which is a 26 to hit.
26 hits. She's incapacitated.
It is going to be 6 plus 13 points of damage, but it is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I would like to twist and shoot an arrow at the ninja that just hit the ground.
I like it. That's cool. That's cool as fuck.
Make sure to let us know if you're doing sharpshooter.
Yep, this one is going to be sharpshooter. Yes, that's a 19 plus 7, so 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that one is going to be 10, 20, 27 points of damage, but as the arrow hits, you are going to see a vine spring out as it's a grasping arrow, and she's going to take an additional 2/6 of damage, which is going to be,
Does she take that immediately?
yes.
Okay.
She takes an extra 2d6 of damage. Her speed's reduced by 10, and she takes an additional 2/6 of damage the first time she moves on each turn.
You got it.
So that's going to be an additional 7 points of damage.
Nice.
And then
Is it poison damage?
it's poison.
Oh, if she's a harpy or not.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And actually that's all I'm gonna do for my, I'm not gonna take my,
Action search.
I'm not gonna action search.
Okay.
So I will land on the floor, I guess.
Nalani!
Okay.
I was laid out
just threw her
shooting
through
her.
the window. That was the cool thing. You can't burst through another window and fire.
Yeah, but I thought
was really
it would
cool.
look cool when we wrote in our book later about the tails. I just wanted to fly through the window like you had thrown her through the window, and there's glass, and I kind of hit the ground, and I would like to tumble and roll all the way to the wall across the way.
Okay.
And go like this. Fine, she's yours, Yori.
It was cool.
You're running across the floor.
I would like to somersault across the floor.
You got it. Okay.
And if I lose, like, I'd like to, like, I kind of hit the ground, bounce a couple times, kind of somersault a couple times, lose momentum, and just kind of barrel roll like a kid sliding into second with no momentum.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Give me an acrobatics check to take any fall damage from this.
Natural 20.
That's a nat 1 plus 8.
Oh God,
Oh.
man!
Opposite.
Dude, in my freaking head, I was like, it's like I gotta put a
It
little
was
bit of realism.
so cool till I hit the ground,
But there's-
and then it
there's-
just like stubbed my
Yeah.
toe, fell on my face, kind of. Oh crap! Twanged myself
Tape
with
rips
the
That's why
on
you get
broken
action
glass.
surge.
What the frick?
I said that in full expectation that I wouldn't have to roll any damage.
I mean, I have a plus 8 to acrobatics. You would think I could. pull that
Yeah,
off.
you rolled a nat 1 though.
Cape catches on the glass.
I think
Yeah.
lost in the dialogue with Yori, I misjudged the floor. There was broken glass. I slipped and fell. Maybe took a shard of glass to the rib or something. I don't know.
Give me. Sorry, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry, man. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and then yeah, does that end Nalani's turn?
Yeah.
You got it. It is now Melody's turn. I need.
She's incapacitated until the start of Hadrian's turn.
I'm aware. I need
no.
Kara, Gwyn, and Nalani to make charisma saving throws.
Question though. Oh, well, that's really good for me. But is this a charm effect?
This is a charm effect, yes.
Okay.
Well, you have
I rolled a
intellect
natural
on you
20 on it
anyways.
anyway, but
Oh, nice.
I have a dirty 20, a working class 20.
Jesus Christ, gang. This was going to be so cool.
I have a working class 19.
That also saves. All three of you save.
I'm just plucking glass out of
Sorry,
my
Joe. We're
forearm.
just
No, it's fine.
having all
It's
your
cool.
evil
Hey.
plans.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, man, my thoughts were there's a possibility that this might end up going on for 2 sessions, and now I'm walking in here going, like, I might have to role play after this. So, which is cool. It's fine. It's great. I like it. Incredible.
any idea? Do we have any idea what she tried to do to us?
Basically the same thing. You actually see vines kind of like come up from the ground, break through the gravel there, wrap around you, and you all start to hear like different voices, but you can't really make them out.
Can
Incredible.
I make any roll
Oh wait,
to see?
wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Gwyn rolled a nat 20, right?
Yeah, and she's
Gwen,
also
give me-
immune to charm.
You got it. Gwyn, give me a perception check with advantage.
Oh, nice. 14. I don't know
Okay.
if that's high enough.
It is not. So you're not really sure what's going on. I think like looking over from Melody, you see Melody is just like full like shell shocked, like kind of like trying to like catch her balance, like blinking her eyes, trying to figure out where she is. But
There's
that's
a hole in her gut.
that's all you see. There's a hole in her gut. Saying there's a hole in her gut instead of being stabbed makes you think there's like a cannonball sized wound in her gut. That's how I think of that. But no, yeah, you see that she's bleeding profusely all over this this very pretty purple dress that you have to admit is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. That's a nice dress. It's too bad it's just bleeding on it. Cool. Yori, you were gonna ask a question.
I was just gonna say, last session I think we talked about that, or maybe during afterward we said Yori might be able to identify what these are. So can I like make a roll for like possibly history, Arcana? What do you think?
Yeah, I would take history, nature, or Arcana, whatever you're good with, and I would say, I don't think you have advantage. I think the idea is that you're able to make this roll because of this in general.
Yeah. Well, I'm terrible at all those things, but luckily because of one of my runes, I have advantage in Arcana checks.
Perfect.
13.
13, cool. Yeah, 13. With 13, you see these feathered figures, and I think it's going to come to you at the beginning of your next turn that these are Harpa something.
Do I recognize that they are fey creatures essentially though?
Absolutely.
Okay, but it just okay, cool.
You recognize they're fey creatures. You see the wings. You don't. Yeah, you're just like har. You have har. That's what you have. You know it's that.
Okay. Excellent.
I'll give you the rest of the turn till your next turn to figure out what you say. Cool.
Yeah.
Marion, Melody is incapacitated. Marion continues to kind of watch. You see his eyebrows go up after he sees both Nilani and Gwyn. Nilani, Yori, and Gwyn show up. Cool. Alistair, you were up.
Awesome. I am fully functional now. So if
Sweet.
you will indulge me for a minute, can
course.
you point at where the Harpies are at, please?
Yeah, you got it. The Harpies are here.
Fan-fucking-tastic. That's great. All right. So Alistair is already just super tired because he doesn't move this fast normally. So I'm gonna keep on going until I get to the front door, which is now open. Correct?
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna hit the front door. As he gets there, you'll notice his skin has gone like ice white. His lips have turned blue. The cane is starting to frost up a little bit. He's going to smooth out his vest a little bit. And then underneath the Harpies on each side of Melody, you will see a blast of frost come up as I cast Ray of Frost and Twin Spell that.
Okay. So that hits 2 of them or 3 of them?
It's going to hit the 2 of them.
Okay. The 2 lesser Harpies, or which ones did you say?
The 2 lesser Harpies, yes.
You got it. Cool.
And using Flash of Genius, that's going to come out to an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. So they will take...
Sweet.
12 plus 11 is 23 points of frost damage, cold damage.
Yeah. Where's
And
the
then-
plus 11 coming from?
So with Undulith, I get an extra D8 on anything with ice, and then as an artificer, I get to add a D8 of damage on that attack as well. So it's 4d8 on a cantrip. Love you, Joe.
I did give you that. You're right. I did give you that. Yeah, absolutely. 23, is that what you said? 23 damage?
23 cold damage, and then they are also their speed is reduced by 10.
Cool.
How much movement left do I have? How far have I gone so far?
That was all your movement to get into the door.
That was 30 feet
sorry.
of movement?
That was 30 feet of movement. Sorry, you're hasted. That's right. Yeah.
Awesome. Can with 30 feet, another 30 feet will not get me to any of the Harpies, correct?
Correct.
15, 20,
Correct.
25, 30. But it will get me to Roof Ninja, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. And Roof Ninja is prone on the ground right now?
Not prone. She made hers save. She's slow falled, so she's
Awesome. Can I walk up to her and...
She is wrapped in vines.
Great.
Does that affect mechanically,
Is she
like restrained?
Or restrained?
I don't think it does. But you do see her wrapped in vines. I'm 99% sure it doesn't. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Cool.
means
So
just reduced speed.
awesome. So the cane's in my left hand. I'm gonna toss it up in the air and grab it about halfway, and then put my right hand on the bottom of it and shove the tip of the top of it right into her chin. With my hasted action.
All right.
And that is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Does not hit. Great. Then, yeah, that is my turn.
Cool. What a freaking turn. Yeah, that's right. Holy cow. Cool. Roof Woman does look hurt. And I do have her name.
It's not Roof Ninja.
It's not Roof Ninja, although I do like that name. That might be her last name.
Cecilia Roof Ninja.
Cecilia Roof Ninja. You're close. Cool. Anything else on Alistair's turn?
I'm just going to scan the room, make sure everybody's doing okay. Yeah, I don't see Marion. It looks like he's hiding behind some people, so we're good.
Well, that's a good point.
Do I see Marion?
Roll a perception check.
22.
Yeah, you see him looking right at you. He also
Great.
rolled high.
So, am I standing directly in front of Roof Ninja?
I have you diagonal.
Okay, yeah. I wanna just sidestep so I have a clear view of Marion, but not leave her range.
You got it. You see Marion lean into a figure that he's standing right next to, and like seems to whisper something in his ear, and you see that figure turn and look towards you.
They saw Aiden in the marketplace. They know what he looks like.
Yeah. So yeah, you see Aiden look in your direction as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think Alistair cocks his head to the side and just kind of stares at both of them.
You got it. Cool. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay, great, cool, awesome. You see, to throw another fucking another weird wrench in the cog. You see Carmen turn around at these figures that have crashed through windows and have come in. Looks at Roof Ninja and exclaims, "Carmen, what are you doing here?" And that's his whole turn.
Cameron says that to Carmen?
Roof Ninja's name is Carmen.
This
Interesting.
sister.
She's on our side. She doesn't know it.
It is now Io's turn.
So Io uses his full movement, which is 30 feet, to get in the doorway, assesses the situation. And with the door open, I'm assuming it wasn't a bit of a stretch to be able to look around, to see 3 wounded harpy women, and here probably would have heard something about it's the harpy woman or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
So knowing that one of the harpy ladies, I'm assuming it's probably going to be the blonde one, that is basically one of the ones that's next to Melody.
Shit, I forgot something. Sorry. 1 second.
You're good.
Okay, cool. Please continue.
Yes. He is going to cast on her. What was it going to be again? It was actually going to be. Actually, no. You know what? Let's start the setup. Let's go ahead and cast slow, targeting all 3 harpies.
Okay.
So yeah, you see the eyes on his arm light up as the air kind of has that diffusion kind of look, and then it's going to target all 3 of them. They have to make a wisdom save 16 or they're affected by the spell.
And Joe, I would like to use my reaction as I see Io doing this, and on Melody just sort of glare at her and say, "You're not that hot," as I use the evil eye reaction.
Nice.
Is there a range on that?
I think it's 60 feet. I was just double checking that.
Really?
Yeah, 60 feet.
60 feet. Cool.
Yep. So she gets disadvantage on her saving throw.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do one thing here that I'm going to check one thing. Oh, God. Yeah, the person that could do something about this is incapacitated right now. Cool. All right. Wisdom saving throws for being affected by slow.
Yes.
Disadvantage for Melody.
And disadvantage for Melody. Oh, boy. Okay, cool. What's the DC?
16.
16. Okay. All right. We'll do Melody last. So brunette. Natural 19, so she saves.
Okay.
Seraphina, the blonde one, gets a 16 on the die, so she saves. Now disadvantage for our beloved queen. She rolled a natural 18 and a 6. So she fails. She is slowed.
Nice. Then I think the next thing you're going to see Io do, you're going to see his eyes turn magenta as he's quickening spell, Eldritch Blast, and since he notices neither of the 2 women seem to be enveloped in this slowed effect, he's going to fire an Eldritch Blast at both of them.
Okay, so you're splitting it up to both of them. You got it.
Yes. And then that is going to be, for the first blast, let's say this is going to be for Seraphina. That is going to be 17 plus 8. That's a 25 to hit, so I know that hits.
That'll hit.
And then a 22 to hit for the brunette. And so now I'll go ahead and roll damage.
They both hit.
Yeah. I'll do Seraphina first.
Don't yeah me. They both hit. Okay, let me tell you.
Okay. There we go. Oh wait, wrong D.
That's what she. Nope.
I'm sorry though. I love this
I
cinematic.
served that one up to you.
Alistair walking in there, and then 2 seconds later, I was right behind him, firing off Eldritch Blast to each side.
Yeah, that's cool.
It really is like a movie scene. And that is going to be 11 damage to Seraphina.
Okay.
And for the other one, that is going to be 9 damage.
Oh, sorry.
You're good?
Yeah, no, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go for it.
The other one was 9 damage.
Okay, 11 damage to Seraphina, 9 to brunette. Okay, great. Fuck.
And then
all right.
to end...
So, go
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think to end Io's turn is... And I'm fashionably late as always.
Awesome. As you yell that, the vines that are now like kind of like even like more kind of wrapping around Hadrian completely drop and move out of the way, as it is Seraphina who is concentrating on a spell.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. It is now the Harpy's turn. But I'm going to say at the end of Io's turn, 'cause I need to be smarter about these legendary actions.
Can she take them while she's incapacitated?
She can't. The trick here is that I'll tell you what the trick is here in a minute. The trick is that legendary actions are actually spread around these three. So any of them can take these.
Trying to game the system.
Yeah, fair enough. Now that everybody is here, she did drop the spell, so she has to cast it again. She only has a couple of these that she's able to do. This is a spell. It's a homebrew spell, but this is a spell for those that are rolling. These are charisma saving throws that I need pretty much everybody except for Yori to roll.
Hooray!
Is it a charm effect again, or is it something different?
It is a charm effect. Yep, it's
So
exactly the
Gwen
same
would
thing.
be immune.
Cool.
That's because of Intellect Fortress, right?
No, she's immune because of her subclass. You have advantage on the save.
Thank you.
And you said saving
That's
throw,
a-
right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 19
You said
for
con, right, Joe?
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
So I think Gwen.
Or at 25 for Hadrian.
Both save.
21 for me.
That's safe.
21 for Alistair.
Jesus Christ. It's a charisma saving throw, guys.
18 for
Advantage.
Nalani.
And Intellect Fortress. 18 also makes a save. Is that everybody? That's everybody.
Also
Fuck you
21.
guys. God damn it.
Just so you know, that first roll was a 4, so thank you.
I rolled a 6 at
Unbelievable.
first, and then yeah.
Intellect
Yeah.
Fortress for the win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can Gwen just sort of sidestep the vines and just go, like, these guys are already taken, or something like that?
Incredible. Yeah, absolutely. I will say.
It's about how Harpies play. She gets it.
I gotta roll something to see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So both Cameron and Francis also have to make these rolls as well. Harpy saw Francis. Well, yeah. Harpy's definitely saw. Yeah. Francis decked one of them in the back of the head. They definitely know that, that he's not on their
Cameron,
side.
Carmen, and Francis.
Not Carmen. But both of them fail. So great. I got my own fucking NPCs in this, but not you guys. Great.
Man,
I
this
have
is
a
so
question,
much
Joe.
more fun when everything's working.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm so glad that got fixed. Yeah.
Me too.
Hadrian would know Francis pretty well. Does he have a decent charisma, or is it like a hard save for him regardless?
So I would say like Hadrian failed because he was surprised. From
Yeah,
this.
I know.
So I think in trying to kind of put my brain into it and the idea of like why would Hadrian think that I think
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna waste a lucky point on Francis. It's fine. We'll just leave him as is.
Okay.
You call
got it.
them lucky points?
Yeah.
I like it.
I always thought they were luck points,
do you
but I
call
like
them?
lucky point better.
Yeah,
They
lucky
call
point sounds
lucky. The
way
feature's
better.
lucky.
Oh, it is lucky. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
After the Lucy Doocy point, it is the My brain broke on trying to figure out what was happening on that. So that was the legendary action that you all saved. Annoyingly on. Cool. It is now the Harpies' actual turn. They know what the problem here is, so I think they're gonna both just close on. Okay, so here's where it does get heavy. Kara, there are 4 attacks, all with advantage coming at you. First one. Ooh, that was horrible. It's a 12 to hit with advantage. So first one misses. Second one is a 22 on Kara.
I can do something, but it's my last spell slot.
Runic Shield. When another creature you can see within 60 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to re-roll the d20 and use a new roll.
Okay, you got it. So that was the other one was god awful. So this is just a new roll. That is a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Well,
I tried.
here we go again. Silvery
there's-
barbs.
You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got
a
ones
miss.
for days.
Okay.
That's a miss on that. So that second attack doesn't hit. All right, now we go to the other 2.
Or you can
Cool.
advantage to Dan, real quick.
Let's go ahead and give advantage to Kara.
Thank you.
Second one is, or sorry, the third attack is now a 22. 23 to hit.
Has anybody else been hit by one of these harpies yet?
I believe somebody has.
I think
Anybody
Cameron
on our
was.
team? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it would, yeah,
It
would have
didn't
been
look
an
like he
NPC.
was
NPC.
poisoned or anything by their hits.
No.
So, okay, I'm going to take the hit.
You got it. Cool. The last hit is a 16 to hit. I am rolling
Oh, yeah.
super bad.
I'm gonna also uncanny dodge, so I'm gonna half the damage for that hit.
You got it.
I remembered
So
it, guys!
You did it. I assume 16 does not hit, right?
No, I have an 18
Yeah.
AC.
Cool. So 4 attacks, all with advantage. Only one of them hits. Incredible. So you are having 14 points of slashing damage.
Sweet, so that's only 7.
Okay. Cool.
All I'm saying, if Francis wasn't convinced of the winning side before, he better fucking be now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I look at Io, who helped the runic shield kind of fails, and Io last minute does the silvery barbs, and I just go, nice.
Nice. Hey, good rolls, everybody. That's what you say in game.
Good rolls.
Okay, cool. It is now Aiden and Asher's turn. I'm going to allow Siobhan roll a d20 for this.
$17.
Okay. I think seeing 4 attacks and with a clear disadvantage to Kara in this, Asher is Yeah, cool. Astra's definitely not going to attack his mom in this because it was a 17, not a nat 20. But he's going to run up behind, and because he's flanking with Kara, is going to attack with advantage with his dagger.
My baby Asher, let's go.
And just yells, leave her alone. That is a natural 15. I'd say for a dirty 20. That definitely hits. Yeah. Kara, you want to do the honors? Roll me 3d6 total.
Nine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks, Jay Wiley. That's super nice. Okay, so it is also Aiden's turn. Alistair, from your point of view, you see Aiden takes a mask that looks to be like a lower sort of like the upper sort of part of a skull, puts it on his face, and then you see him as you are looking at him, you see him in a blink of an eye is right up to you, as he is casting Misty Step, and then we'll be moving that distance mechanically, but just make it's cooler to imagine he just appears right in front of you. But yeah, and is going to attack you twice. So first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you got it. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
Advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Wisdom, charisma, and intelligence with Intellect Fortress.
Thank God.
16 does not save.
It doesn't matter. It's not a nat 1.
Cool. You are unless you're immune, which I don't remember who's immune to what. You're experiencing the frightened condition. Yes, good, cool. Head nod, great. So many of you guys are so immune to things; it's hard for me to keep track.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's immune to frightened. Yeah,
Cool.
not in this group.
Right, so
yeah.
frightened condition, got it. In that moment, I use my reaction. Yes.
Yeah. That was the first attack. There's another one coming up, but go ahead.
Cool. So underneath him, he will. You'll
Whoa, that was super weird.
Yeah, we
Lost
can't
you
hear
there
you.
for a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's your audio cut out.
Sorry, we'll start over. So underneath Aiden, you'll see a cold fire erupt as I cast Hellish Rebuke. And that'll be 11 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And in between his swings, I'll look at him and I promise not to kill your father, but no such promises for you.
Okay, you got it. Hearing the name mentioning his father, he is going to attack again, and he rolled a nat 20.
Fantastic.
How far is Alistair away from me?
Don't worry about me.
I'd say about 50 feet. Let me count.
Oh no, fuck, I used my reaction. Crowd dude.
Yeah, we need more reactions. Can we just have more reactions?
Yeah, this game isn't
There's so
fair.
many
Hey,
reactions.
someone say it. Someone say this game isn't fair for us. Fucking intellect forgers, man. Great. Cool. So first attack. This is from the first attack that hit. This is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
It would be slashing damage. The next one. is 34 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
As you see him, you hear his voice like distorted from that frightened condition sort of thing, where it becomes like almost like a scarecrow almost type of thing, where it just sounds like it's just much deeper. As you hear him say to you, you would be kneeling if you could. And that is the end of the round. So we're gonna start up at the top of the round, but I'm gonna say, because it's 11:38 right now our time, let's take this moment to take our 10-minute break. So we're gonna do that, and we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what I'm doing for Hadrian and Kara's turn.
Okay, we are back. We have some clearer views of the current battle scene as you guys are in the church fighting some harpies and some Marian offspring. Aiden. That's what I'm saying. So at the top of the round is Hadrian. Hadrian is now does not have any vines on him. It has the freedom to be able to kind of move around. Yeah, let's get back into it. What is Hadrian doing?
Would 30 feet bring him next to me?
There's going to be one spot that I would call difficult terrain because you'll be moving in between two people. But both those people would be allies, so it's definitely possible.
He's gonna move, yeah, as close to Kara as possible. She already has flanking with the brunette. How much more movement does he have from there?
Where did you want to put him?
Within 5 feet of Kara.
Okay. Yeah. So that would put him right here. I'm going to put Marion a step back. So that he can still kind of survey, but he's just in that back sort of wall thing. Okay, yeah, he's within 5 feet of you there.
And then on this back wall, so that he doesn't hit Kara or Yonshai now turned this weird dude, he's gonna cast Shatter. So he just hits the 2 harpies in the back.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
So it's a con 16 saving throw from Seraphina and Melody.
Cool. And this is the start of Hadrian's turn, so Melody is no longer incapacitated, right?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yes, correct.
All right. Excuse me.
48 now.
She's doing pretty rough, so let's see how this goes. So con save DC 16?
16. Mm-hmm.
Cool. That is a fail for Seraphina. And that is... that would be a fail for... Melody. She's going to burn a legendary resistance to do that.
Okay.
My thought was incapacitated, even though it doesn't specifically say that rules is written. I don't think you could use legendary resistances being incapacitated. So
No, that makes sense. So that's 25 thunder damage on Seraphina and 12 on Melody.
damn. How much on Seraphina?
25.
Okay. Seraphina is on the ropes. And I'm also going to say that Asher saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the damage to Melody?
Half that, so 12.
12. Cool. All right. 25, I forgot to add 50, 60, 62. Okay. Yeah. Melody looks hurt.
And he's just going to say to Kara, we've almost got this, keep it up, as he gives her a bonus, bardic. That's what the word is.
You got it. Yeah, like runs over to you. Are you okay? Okay. Let's fucking finish this thing.
And now Kara's gonna stab Melody.
You got it.
And you have advantage from silvery barbs.
I do, thank you. That
No problem.
That was looking much better. 25.
25 hits, and she cannot take reactions because she's slowed.
And she's immune to poison.
She's immune to poison, yes.
Okay. But I still have my Radiant Strike and my Sneak Attack, so that's 6 instead of 7. 6. It's really good. Two, 31 points of damage on Melody.
She's still up, but she is on
Huh?
the freaking
I want to
ropes.
be the one who kills her.
I know.
Oh wait, I have the Bardic. How close is she?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Okay.
What do you have? I'll tell you if it's possible.
The Bardic is, what is it? It's magical, so I can use it on damage. So it's a D8 I can add to my damage.
It's possible.
Alistair uses reaction to
7.
cast this.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, not you. Here, let me take a photo.
She had exactly 193 damage on her. She needed exactly 7. Kara, how do you kill this? How do you ice this bitch? Unfucking.
Oh,
Oh, jeez, so much of that.
I think Hadrian says that to her, and she just grabs the sword and spins around and lops her head off. So good.
You see her. You see her wings seem to shrink back in to herself. You notice the mask seems to disappear. The mace at her side, or the scepter at her side, seems to stay, but she falls to the ground, clearly maimed and dead. Maimed and dead. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
You see the other
Harpies are
harpies
still
just, yeah, the other harpies are just screaming, in anger, terror. It's hard to tell.
And Marianne, how does he look?
Roll me an insight check.
$19.
As I roll a d20. Cool. With a 19, he is not looking at you. He's staring at what's happening between Alistair and Aiden, but does, like, as you land that killing blow, looks in that direction and seemed to just kind of like, this wasn't like a nod of like admiration or approval. It was just a nod of like, that's what I figured.
Can I, and this might be finicky, so you can say no, because I said I wanted to cut her head off. Can I, free object interaction, grab her head and throw it, like, so it rolls in front of Marion, and say, these are my people, call off your fucking dogs?
If it helps, at this exact moment, I'm looking at Aiden and I kind of look over his shoulder. You've still got time to leave.
Remember, you're frightened.
Yeah.
Condition-wise. All right.
And his voice quivered the whole time he said it.
You got it. Cool. I'll tell you this with a 19, Marion does not look. Marion's normal perspective is bored. So his space of like the air of like that was impressive that he gave you before was a break in what you normally see from him. As you say to call off your fucking dogs, he looks at you and goes, I have no fight with you. And these feathered creatures certainly aren't mine.
That's not who I was talking about.
Oh. Well, then it's none of your business. And we'll move it from there. Anything else Kara wants to do in her turn? So nuts. That does so much.
Bonus action. Did I do my bonus action already? No. No, I'm gonna save it. We might go down if we fight him. That's it. That's
You
all I
got
got. Can I move closer to... No, I'm between two harpies right now. Is there any way...
That's my new book. Between Two Harpies.
Can I...
Thank you. Thank you for laughing at that. Thank you
Misty
for someone
step
laughing at that.
to stand... I'm gonna Misty Step next to Hadrian. I'm sorry, Marion and Hadrian, I guess. So that I'm not pinned between two harpies.
Yeah.
The jokes just make themselves right now.
You want to spend a spell slot to do that?
It's not a spell slot. I get 3 Misty Steps a day from Neve.
Oh, shit, that's right. Okay, cool.
That's so many. Go Neve.
That's my second one. I have one more after this.
That's the thing. Like, you guys, I give you guys stuff, and you guys, like, actually do stuff with it. Which
Use it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right we do.
Okay.
I think last thing I do on my turn is lean over and give Hadrian a kiss on the cheek. And that's it.
That's sweet. I love it. I'm gonna roll a dex save for Hadrian. Oh yeah, he fucking nailed it. Full on catches it with his lips. It is now Francis's turn. Francis
I think it's
is
my turn first.
You're
Sorry,
right.
no.
You're right.
I am right. All right, so clocking all of that happening, it's a lot, but I feel like with Gwen's heightened sense of the world right now, she sees most of it. She's gonna look over at the ninja lady and just say, you need to pick a side real quick. And I'm going to 2nd level magic missile. 1 at Seraphina, because I don't think I know that she's Asher's mom. And I don't really think I know who Asher is. So, and she looks like she's on the ropes. So 2 will go at her and 2 will go at Aiden.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so at Seraphina. Oh shit, that's 7 points of force damage to her. With 2 magic missiles, and Aiden is 9 points of damage.
I'm so sorry. I should have finished these during break. You said 7 points to Seraphina?
7 to Seraphina.
How do you want to kill her?
I think the force of the magic missiles, I think, just slams her back into the back wall, and she's just a crumpled heap.
Okay, cool. I am back.
And I think I would move right next to Alistair, in between him and the ninja lady. Or not quite in between, but to that side of him.
Hey, what's up?
Good. Putting myself in melee with the ninja, because we're going to see what happens. Cameron knew her, so we'll see. And I don't have a bonus action, so that will be it.
Are we back to back right now?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Actually, no. Gwen is facing Aiden, scary guard dog privilege.
Oh.
Over. Yeah. Just staring at him.
Cool.
What are you going to do, buddy?
All right.
Aiden's not concentrating on anything?
Yeah, he did
Hadrian?
damage and stuff.
Aiden.
I'm sorry. I did not. Did I take time? No, I didn't. What?
It was 9 points of damage to Aiden.
Okay, got it.
As 4 little missiles just sort of come out swirling from the crystal quill, sort of dancing around each other.
Okay. No. He is not concentrating on anything. Make sure I'm...
I think Gwen would put her hand on Alistair's arm and say, "I'm right here," seeing that he's kind of frightened.
He's a lot of frightened.
Okay. Cool. All right. Francis is still caught in those roots. So he is gonna take. Oh wait, he's not. No, she's dead. Definitely not. I think Francis is just gonna cast Cure Wounds on Hadrian. So that is
My guy.
D8s, right?
2d8 for second level, 1d8. Well, it depends on the level.
I would say it's probably just like just do 2d8. 7.
Plus modifier.
12 points of healing.
Nice.
As he puts a hand on your shoulder, or puts a hand on Hadrian's shoulder, and you just hear, "I'm sorry, I doubted you. You can deal with me later." On that, and you see Hadrian kind of like looks over and just gives a solemn nod. There's a lot of feelings in this moment. So that's it. That's Francis' turn. It is now Yori's turn.
Sure is. So, yeah. I assume that Alistair is still frightened, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to land within touch. Actually, I'm gonna. So, can I be behind Alistair with what's his name, the other Draftin on the other side, like as if I'm.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna use Giant's Might to grow. So what I would like to do is grow behind him so that I come up behind Alistair, where the Drafted can see me, like growing up behind him, looking down at him. So like behind him. So I fly down behind Alistair and just like a hand on his back, and I say, "Hail day, hail sons of day, and night and her daughter now. Look on us here with loving eyes, that waiting we victory win." And I'm growing as I do this, and I cast heroism on Alistair, so he's no longer frightened, and he has 3 temp hit points.
Right.
Yeah. He's immune to being frightened and has 10 hit points. That's pretty much it. It's concentration, just so we know. And after I've grown to full size, looking down, I just look. I'm sorry. What is the guy's name? Something. Which drafted is this? Aiden. Sorry. I look down at Aiden and I just say, "Remember, if you run, you'll only die tired." And then that's my turn. Action and bonus action. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
That's fine.
I was ready for one boss fight. Cool. It is that ends Yori's turn, right?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, you see that now Aiden was looking at Alistair and now looks up at the what, 12-foot tall
12-foot, yeah.
Figure behind him. Okay.
One last thing. He also Thea goes, "Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, they're called Hardleys. Yeah, they're called Hardleys because they're like hardly Fae. Because they're like monstrosities, so they're not even lesser Fae. So they weren't even considered. This is not important."
Incredible.
Gwen is just gonna look over her shoulder at Yori and just like give him a great big smile. Like, that's great. I love that.
I forgot to mention this, Nalani, as it is Carmen's turn.
I think it's Roof Ninjas. Sorry.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Roof Ninja is Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said Nalani. My ears are going.
I'm talking to Nalani as it is Carmen's turn. You're good. Let's. Yeah, Nalani, give me a. I'm going to say something really weird right now. I'm going to say give me a history check, but something based on your wisdom modifier, not your intelligence modifier. So it's a +2 instead of a +1.
4.
Great. Thanks, buddy. Cool. As you see, Carmen looks around the room, sees that not only is the Harpy Queen dead, another creature is dead as well, or Seraphina is dead as well. She's pretty dang smart, so okay, yeah, cool. She's going to spend an action just removing her the grasping vines. She does. Natural 15. But that is her action. That's all she can do. Gwen, did you
I told her to
say
pick a
something to
side
Carmen?
quickly.
Okay, cool, awesome. So I'll say. Okay, yeah, then she has to make a choice. Okay, she breaks the grassing vines, turns in your direction, and looking at like doesn't meet Cameron's eyes and just says, "I'm a Violet sister till the end," and unsheathes her blade.
Awesome.
But because that was her action, I don't think she has any bonus action stuff. Oh no, she's a fighter. Yeah, if this is the point to definitely try to use action surge. So I'm going to say that she has an action surge and she's going to use it. And she'll attack. Gwen, did you hit? No. Who hit her?
I took a swing at her and missed, and Yori hit her.
And I shot her.
Very true.
Yeah.
I just threw her through a window. You know?
Yeah.
That was it. It was like 3 damage.
To be fair, she was trying to kill a child.
Right, but she's not dumb because that would give a reaction attack to Alistair. Yeah, she'll do it. She's gonna move around to attack Yori. Alistair, you have a chance to do an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Nope. All eyes on Aiden right now.
That is a dirty 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah, ironically does not get. It's just okay. Cool. You take 10 points of damage,
Okay.
and then
I'll roll for concentration. So that's I don't have a lot, but is it con save?
for what?
Yeah.
What are you concentrating on?
Concentration, because you just
Yeah.
get hit. Yeah.
Yes.
Because heroism is a concentration spell, so yeah. And I passed.
Yeah.
Okay. Second hit is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. All right, and that's only that's 8 damage.
Okay, so 18 total damage.
And that's all she can do on her turn. It is now Nalani's turn.
Having seen Kara kiss Hadrian, where's the third harpy?
Right in front of Asher. So right in front of the. It's the only one with wings left on the board. So the.
And okay, Nalani is going to shoot at the third harpy while staring at Kara. So like
Okay.
side-eyeing the whole way. So
You got it.
I'm distracted.
I was gonna say I don't know if Kara sees you, but yeah, go for it. I like that. I like that dynamic though of just like the.
and it's going to be the flash of blue. It's a magic arrow. It's and it's gonna be a sharpshooter.
You got it.
And it is going to be, does a 19 hit?
19 hits. And your the magic arrow is just overcoming resistances, right? That's the whole thing with that.
So a magic arrow is simply it's magical in nature, and it allows you to bonus action curved arrow on a miss.
Okay. Yeah, 19 hits.
So that is going to be
Just for clarification, and I could be wrong here, but okay.
Resistance and immunity, you're correct.
Right, yeah, so you don't have to mention that anymore. You can if you want. I'm just giving you the option of saying, like, because all of your attacks are going to be with the magic arrow. That's your vantage point of, like, saying, like, all my shots overcome any resistances from a non-magical attack.
Okay.
Which is really confusing. We can actually talk about it later, honestly, because it's a stupid, confusing thing. I know why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I agree. It's confusing because everybody thinks I'm using one of the magic arrows when I say that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. The damage is going to be 14, 24.
24 hits.
No, 24 is the damage. The 19 was to hit.
Well, I'm just telling you, 24 hits. Great. Thank you.
He did ask it as a question. 24?
24?
On the ropes.
I'll shoot another arrow at her. Same deal. And that's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Great.
So that's max damage, which is only not that much more. It's 17 plus 25. Sorry, I'm not mathing correctly. 8, 15, 26.
How do you want to kill this thing?
So I think I'm just kind of holding the arrow, staring at Siobhan, who's not looking at me, at them kissing, side-eyeing out of the side of the arm, just letting it loose, just like drilling 2 arrows right into the forehead. Like with the idea of it's a perfect shot and I'm not really looking at her.
You got it.
And I think I'll yell over my shoulder as well. Yori, you still got that?
I'm not. I really need somebody to point me somewhere. So, whatever it is,
yeah.
I've got it.
It's starting to get confusing.
You just got stabbed.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
He's bloodied, by the way, just for everybody's reference.
Yeah.
Thank you. As a DM, I want to feel like I did something to you guys.
Yeah.
So thank
He's
you for at
bloody.
least saying that.
Alistair's very bloody.
Okay. Well, that puts a point here. Yeah, and that is the end of. Anything else on Nolani's turn?
I think I'm gonna take my movement and go. You know what? I'll stay where I am. I'm good. Yep. Turn over.
Okay, you got it.
Last time I moved, I fell and took damage.
So there's a moment here where Marion says, "Okay," and like says it calmly, but for some reason seems to kind of like expand out. You see Aiden kind of like takes a defensive sort of step back and is kind of like staring back at him, but also kind of trying to keep his eyes on you. Congratulations. You have made your point. And you are now free to walk out of this cathedral as victors. I hope that you take the hint, but the choice is yours.
I'm gonna look at Hadrian. They are with me. We can go. We don't know who put the order out, though.
I think at that, Marion says, seems a good bit of explaining would be in order. And I will tell you as what seems to be the new and future queen of Hadrian's party. I will help you get to the Feywild. Nothing more, nothing less. Should you choose to end things now.
I'm gonna step out and look at Alistair. And just say, we can go and get what we came here for.
And what is that? What did we come here for?
We have information, and we can get the resources to get to the Feywilds.
Great. Do you have it all now?
Look back at Marion. When can we expect the resources delivered to Hadrian's estate?
He just puts his hands up like this. No. I have no D4s.
Quick, now, stab him. He's
stab. His hands are up.
defenseless.
He just puts his hands
spear.
up and says, I give up. I have no D4s. I surrender. I get all of my D4s. That's so weird.
I can roll for you if you like.
No. You killed all my guys. I'm mad. No. I can have that available for you this time tomorrow.
Look back at Alistair. He's the one with a bone to pick here.
A man with the resources and power and control as you needs a full day.
Man like me doesn't make promises he can't keep, Mr. Alistair.
You have until sunup. Is that enough time?
I think like Aiden has his sword sheathed in this moment. You see him like slowly unsheath it at that, and you just hear Marion, Aiden. You may be inconveniencing some people that you don't know. But okay. Sun up.
Where?
My understanding is the Balan estate.
I just nod yes to Alistair.
Fair enough.
Well, I forgot the gunpowder anyway, so you know.
There's
Another
always
time.
next time.
I'm gonna look at Francis and Hadrian and
Mhm.
Asher and whoever the fuck this person was that was Yonshai 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. I think there's like, because also Carmen would still be like trying to attack. I think you guys just like, I think Yori, I think you grapple her. I think that's what happens.
Okay, yeah, I can be holding her.
I think it's best we regroup at the estate and rest.
Asher is not looking at you. He's looking at the body of his mother on the ground. What have I done?
You did what you had to.
What do I do now?
She's gonna walk up and try to take his hand.
He lets you.
We figure it out. Day by day. Come home.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20 for Asher, which is good. So Asher has not become your enemy in this moment.
I'm gonna look sternly at Francis, who was our enemy, until mid-fight. And I'm just to say to him, I don't know what you think of me. I gave everything to the gang, and the only thing that was not given was what I'm made of. Everything else was real.
It appears I was duped in certain things. And I let my emotions get the best of me. I wish you would have told me. But I understand.
So, I wish I would have as well. But I was afraid of how you might react. Hopefully we can start over.
Solemn nod. Well, this is a lovely moment, but I must be going. I assume that my son and I can walk out of here in peace.
Yes, she says, looking at the group around his son at the door.
You got it.
I'm just looking at Alistair.
I was doing the same, actually.
Alistair. You hear a message in your head. I rolled for it. Wise choice, boy.
Aiden is right here.
Mhm.
Is he walking out to leave?
Nope.
Or is he waiting?
yet.
He's waiting on Marion.
Waiting on Marion. Yeah.
Great. When I'll look straight down at the ground when I get that message, and I will wait for Marion to walk. And when he gets right next to me, I'm gonna put my hand on his chest and look right at him. I know you could probably kill me in a fight.
Looks at the hand first. Looks at you.
Next time, no words, and I won't fight fair. And I'll drop my hand.
Next time, Mr. Samil. You can bring me everyone. Walks out. And with that, I think we end tonight's session. Good job, gang. We love you guys. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.